Hi, everybody, and welcome in. Today, we're going to talk about something so exciting that everyone asks about, which is how to make money. 5,000, 1,000, 500, and you could even make $10,000 with this plan. But before I talk too long, we have a very prestigious special guest who I want to introduce you to. If you're not familiar with this person, she is my mentor. She's also an ambassador with this company and is a multi-million-dollar earner here. So when she speaks, it reminds me of that old thing. When he speaks, we all listen. So we're going to go ahead and perk up our ears, grab our notebooks and our pens. I've got mine. I'm ready in hand. And Tina, take it away. Oh, you're still muted. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Julia. So when Julia told me what she was talking about today, I couldn't wait to jump on the opportunity to get in this group with you guys and do a little bit of dream building and a little bit of the vision of what we have our hands on. It's not something we talk about all the time. I do want to preface this by saying, Kelly and I seem to have the good cop, bad cop thing going on. And I typically relate to the good cop, but you know what? You don't make it to the top of 5 network marketing companies by being the good cop, by letting what other people think about you get in the way, by putting what other people think about you in front of what you actually want to gain out of life. So if I say some things that are offensive to you, I promise I don't mean them personally. If I say things that kind of knock you out of your seat today, I don't mean them to not be nice. I mean them because I care about your future and your success with this company, because we are one family and we achieve together, right? We fail together and we achieve together. And you might have been in the company just for a couple of days, and you might have been here for 3.5 years now. But at some point in time, you just have to say enough is enough. When is my life going to get better? When are things going to change for me? When are they going to happen for me? What would life look like if you could go anywhere you want at any time? Years ago, I asked a girlfriend to lunch. We went to lunch and ended up in Vegas for 4 days. Are you able to do that with the time and the life you're living right now? Is that something you even want to do? One of the best compliments I ever got was from a girlfriend who said, I love going grocery shopping with you because you never even look at the price of anything. You just throw it in the basket. If you want it, you just buy it. What would it look like to not have to worry about your monthly bills because they're all covered with your network marketing income? What would life look like if I called you on the phone and said, hey, let's meet in Cancun, and you said, okay, and you didn't have to ask anyone's permission? You didn't even have to look in your bank account because you knew the money was there. What if you have children that need help and you can say, okay? What if you have family members that are struggling and without a bat of an eye, you could write them a check, send them money through Venmo? Is that the kind of power and the kind of lifestyle that you want? Because you can certainly get that through network marketing. How many stories have you heard of people that went from broke to making millions in this industry? But that is not available all the time, right? That's not available all the time, but it is available now, because right now is the perfect storm of opportunity in the world. In the world. And when Julia said she's doing a training tonight on making $500 a month, $1,000 or $5,000 a month, you know what? Don't let your maximums be minimums, because you shooting for 500 and maybe making 200 is the same thing as shooting for 1 million and maybe making 800,000. Doesn't that sound better? Don't shoot for the minimum. How many more people do you need in your life that are nice? Do you go to bed at night praying for more nice people to jump into your life? Or do you go to bed at night praying for an opportunity to make more money and change your circumstances? How many people do that? especially in a down economy. We are living in a down economy, and I am thrilled. You know why? Because who makes money in a down economy? Entrepreneurs do. Millionaires are not made at the height of financial stability in the world. Millionaires are made during a recession. Why is that? It's because people tend to get creative when they're backed into a corner. I don't want to pay $5 a month for, or a gallon for gas. Groceries are on the rise. Gas is on the rise. Travel costs are on the rise. Are you going to wait for the world's economy to get better? You going to wait for the government to make your life better with a better economy? Or are you just going to go out and frickin' do it yourself? Make your own economy. Create your own circumstance. You know, in a down economy, people get very creative. They look for more opportunities. People get more bold. You know, there was a time in my life where I was working for somebody else. He was a singer. His name was Thomas Dolby. He wrote one song like in the 80s, and he got paid on it over and over and over. And I was sitting in the office one day and I answered the phone, and it was a movie set, Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. And they wanted to pay him $10,000 to use 5 seconds of a song that he wrote a decade earlier. And I thought, that's the kind of money I want. That's the kind of money I'm after. How do you build a residual income? How do you build an asset like that? So I went into sales because I thought commission sales is the way to go, right? If I'm making commissions, then I'm controlling it. But it was still only one sale equals one commission. Now, when I was doing medical sales, as long as the clients, the hospitals were ordering again and again and again, I was making that residual income. I thought I made it. I found it. I found the golden goose, right? Residual income. But then what happened if a hospital got acquired or bought out? Or what happened if a bigger medical supply company undercut us? Or what happened to me is I went to work one day and my boss had taken the company across the state of California and I was without a job immediately. What happened to my residual income? It stopped because I was still not in control of it because I had a boss who controlled it. The better I did, the more vacations he went on. The more sales I made, the more cars he had. And then there came a point where I was like, enough. I remember digging through the couch seats for change to pay my rent at the end of the month, hoping there was some money left in the side glove box of the car or under the mats. I did that. But when I was 37, I said, screw this. I have had enough of that. Enough is enough. I got to take control of my own finances right now, or I never will. I was a single mom with a child to raise. If it was going to happen, it was going to be up to me and nobody else. And that was when I found this industry, network marketing. And that changed my life forever. And I get emotional because at the time, I thought, oh my God, my life is over. I had a great paying job. I lost it. I'm going to have to move in with my parents at 37 years old with an 11-year-old child. What could be worse than that? And I thought, there's no way I have enough stamina to start all over again. I just can't do it. And the time in my life where I thought it was the worst ended up being the biggest blessing in my life. Because I didn't meet someone nice. I met someone who smacked me upside the head and told me the truth. Stop wallowing. Stop self-pitying. Get out of where you're at and get to work. You have everything you need to know and every skill you need to build this business immediately. Why the heck aren't you doing it? And I thought, I don't know. Why aren't I doing it? And that's when I said, you know what? It's time. It was my time to change my life for me and for my son, not for anyone else. I did it for me. So I, pulled up my big girl panties and got to work. And in 90 days, built a foundation for a multi-million-dollar asset. Let me say that again, a multi-million-dollar asset. Okay. Think of it like this. If you had $100,000 in the bank in a savings account that was making a 1% interest every month, month after month, that's $1,000 a month. How many of you have $100,000 in a savings account right now making you $1,000 a month? Or you could just go out and sign up one diamond pack and make $1,200. Which option is going to work for you? When I was digging in my car for change, I didn't have $100,000 in the bank. So I chose the other option of get my butt to work and lay the foundation I need. So at some point I will have $100,000 in the bank. So I can make that kind of residual asset, right? This morning, an order came in and I made $82 in commission. That might not seem like a lot, but guess what? That was on a sale I made 3.5 years ago. A gentleman entered this business, said he was going to build a business, never did, but has ordered our products almost every month, after month, after month, religiously. And this morning, apparently while I was sleeping, he placed an order that earned me an $82 commission while I did nothing. That's the kind of income you guys need to be shooting for. Not this, I need to make money right now, so I'll do this digital thing. I'll do this high ticket thing. I'll sell this program, one-time sale over and over and over and over. And you got to keep working it and working it and working it. Technology is so difficult to sell. I'll just tell you, I tried it. It was difficult. You know why? Because it changes too freaking fast. And you think it's so great until something new comes along and then everybody jumps over to that. And then something new comes along and they all jump over to that. And that does not work. That's not the kind of money we're talking about here, right? So what do you need? Well, you need some kind of vehicle to get you from broke, desolate, trying to be a good mom, raising a kid, digging through the car for change, to where I'm at now. The first thing you need is a relevant product that is not going to go out of style. What never goes out of style? Being healthy. It's not a one-time thing. It's not even a monthly thing. It's a lifetime thing. If you're going to build yourself a massive asset generating income machine, you better be in a company that has a product that's never going to go out of style. Now, do supplements go out of style? Sure, they're gross and old and everybody hates them. Jellies, gummies, none of that stuff is great anymore. But what about nutritional candy? Is that a hard sell or is that a pretty freaking easy sell? Nobody goes to the doctor and says, I'm not feeling well. Please prescribe me another pill. Please give me another medicine. It's quite the opposite. They walk in the door and they go, please, not one more thing I got to choke down. Not one more pill. People only make million-dollar businesses with products that are unique, different, and cannot be found anywhere else with the best price. That don't necessarily talk someone into buying something new. They're just replacing something they hate. They're already doing it. Selling somebody on something brand new is difficult. Selling somebody on getting rid of something you hate for something you love is easy. But it's something you got to do day after day after day after day. You got to ask enough questions to find out what people hate, what they're looking for, so we can offer APL Go as the solution. So we have a product that is relevant, that everybody wants. The second thing you need is a compensation plan that actually pays. Well, when we started, we didn't know. It sounds good, 63% on the dollar, 30% of your binary volume, 30% on all customers, 10% on reorders over and over and over. It sounds good, but does it work? I didn't know. But you know how we found out? We worked the plan for 90 days. And we made almost $100,000 in our first 90 days working the compensation plan. Was it a risk for us? Yes. Yes, it was a risk. There was no guarantee it was actually what it was. But now that we proved that it was, there's no risk. We laid out the plan. All you got to do is follow it. All you got to do is get on the yellow brick road and take the steps towards the palace. It's been laid out for you. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. So who is this business for? I can tell you who it's not for. It's not for people who follow rules or like a 9-to-5 job or want to have a boss that tells them what to do. It's not for people that are not creative. It's for people who are disruptors, who don't have to be nice all the time, who are not afraid to tell people what's actually going on in the world with this economy. And we have the solution to do something about it. Are you in or are you out? When your fear of what life is going to look like in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years from now, when your fear of that gets more than your fear of being the nice one, fear of not approaching people, fear of not talking to everybody you know, that's when you'll be successful. If you've been in this business for 3.5 years and I could go into your cell phone and call any person that I want and say, have you heard of APL Go Candy Nutrition? And they say, no, that's a problem. Why have you not told every single person you know about this incredible, perfect storm of opportunity that we've been given? Because again, it's not going to be around forever. It's around right now, but there will come a time when people will not be praying at night for a business opportunity because maybe they've already found one. They won't be praying at night for something to come along that's going to change their circumstance because they already found something to change their circumstance. Right now is the time. This business is for people who want to create their own circumstance, disruptors. Have you ever heard of a millionaire who didn't disrupt their industry, who wasn't out there all the time preaching their business, their passion? Where is the fire? Where is your passion? My fire and my passion comes from the testimonials that come in when people have amazing results on our product. Sometimes it makes me cry. In fact, quite often, when I read a testimonial, it makes me cry because I think I did that. I had something to do with that. I am so proud to be a part of this company. Are you? Because if you were, everybody in your phone would know about it. You wouldn't be able to stop talking about it everywhere you go. Every person that comes across, every Facebook page would know exactly what business you're in and exactly who you are and what you stand for. I stand for helping people be successful. I had a gal, she's been in our business about 3 years now, ask us, said she's in a challenging situation and she wants money. And I said, I don't give people money. I teach people how to make money. And if you haven't listened to what we've said for 3 years, I am so sorry. I cannot help you. If you want to start listening now, I can help you. 90 days to build a foundation for a multi-million-dollar asset. 90 days. Are you willing to commit that? Because here's what it looks like. Have you ever been to the circus and seen one of those plate jugglers, the plate spinner? That's what network marketing looks like. You start with one person and you put them on the plate and you spin it and you spin it and you spin it and you train them and you teach them and you lock arms with them and you work with them and you show them how to use our Facebook pages and you show them how to use our app and you show them how to get on our Sunday calls and our Tuesday calls and you tell them that Sundays and Tuesdays those are our business meetings. Even if you've been to them 100 different Tuesdays, you don't miss a business meeting. And that's our business meeting. You show them that, you teach them that, you share that with them. You ask them for a commitment. You find out what their driver is. Why are they doing this? You talk to them about their goals, how much income they want to make and what they're willing to do. How much weekly hours are they willing to give for it? And you keep spinning that plate until guess what? They have a person of their own or a couple people of their own. And now they're spinning their own plates. And when that happens, you get to start your second plate. And you do the same thing with this person and you're running with this person. And guess what? This person's running on their own. And every now and then you walk over there and you spin that plate just a little bit. You just give it a little tap to keep it going. Some motivation, some exciting news, maybe a new promotion. And then you've got two plates going. And then you know what you do? You can put one on your head and you spin that plate. That's your third team. Now you've got 3 plates spinning. And when this one's going and you're hardcore working with this one, you just got to check in with these ones and tap the plates a little bit. Keep them spinning. And you do it over and over and over and over and over. That's it. You're going to have people on your team and you don't know who they are in the beginning. You will not know if they're runners or talkers. You're going to have some runners on your team and they're going to get it. They're going to say, I get this. I'm going for it. I totally get it. And they're just going to take off and go for it. And then you're going to have talkers who say they're going to do it and say they want to do it and say they'll show up on Tuesdays and say they'll show up on Sundays and say they're coming to the convention, but they don't. And that's okay too. They might have thought they liked the idea of being their own boss, of being an entrepreneur, of being in network marketing, of being on a multi-million-dollar track to success. They like the idea of that, but they're not going to like the work it takes. And that's okay. Let them go. They'll either figure it out on their own or they'll come back to you. And that's not network marketing alone. That's every industry. 90%, 97% of people who get a real estate license never sell or list a house. Why is that? They like the idea of being a realtor, but they're not committed to the work it takes to be a realtor. This is your time. Do not wait for this opportunity. It's not going to get better. It is the best it's ever going to be right now. So if you have that fire in your belly and you see people on this Zoom that are successfully working this business, that means you can do it too. Everything you need is right here. And everything you need personally is within you already. You already have every skill you could possibly ever need to do this business. Take advantage of it. Don't wait any longer. Listen to what Julie is going to tell you about how to make money. Set your goals and go for it. Because this 90 days is going to be absolutely explosive with or without you. So why not with you? All right, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much.
Wow, Tina, I was not expecting that. And I wrote down 4 pages of notes. I couldn't write fast enough. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm bowled over. That was so amazing. When I told Tina that I was speaking to you all today, she said, can I share something? And wow, thank you. We're all so grateful to you for that. That was incredible. I'm so glad we were recording. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for having me. I will let you get back to your meeting. I love you all, and I look forward to seeing you on the calls and in Cancun and everywhere else this company travels.
Thank you, Tina. You too. You too. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. You guys, how amazing are we to have Tina take time out of her day to come and be with us? That was incredible. I'm actually so proud. I didn't expect it and I'm thrilled. Okay. So let me get down to beans. Now we're gonna have the bean counter talk, right? I'm the bean counter in this scenario. So let me go ahead and jump in to some graphics to show you guys. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. It looks to me like might be in the wrong place. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, share screen. It has to switch over when there we go. Okay. The first thing that I want to show you very quickly, so I don't forget, is that we've just gotten our catalogs back in stock. If you have been here and you're like, catalogs? We have catalogs? I understand that because for so long we did not have our catalog. This catalog reminds me of the kind of catalogs you get when you go into a luxury automotive showroom. Let's say you go in to see I don't know, a really beautiful Mercedes Benz or a beautiful Lexus or something like that, or even you're going to go buy an RV. These are about 72 pages. They're oblong. So instead of being 8.5 by 11, they're actually sideways. They are so beautiful. You can get those in the back office. I just want you to know that because it's important. The other thing I want you to know about is our Cancun trip. If you have not made a plan, I'm here to help you. And that's one of the reasons we're talking today. Not only is this actually our convention where we can hear people speak, learn information about the products, learn about manufacturing, get special deals, all of the special things of a convention, but the company is actually going to make it so that we can earn this incentive trip for free. We have all the way until the end of June. We're not even at the end of May, and we have all the way to the end of June to earn this for free. Let me let you know, this is an all-inclusive resort. So instead of sending us to a place where we'll have to buy meals and spend extra money, et cetera, this is a location where we're going to go and be able to spend the entire time and get food included, drinks included. Everyone can participate in this. It's in Cancun. Just want to get your passport as soon as possible. And we can talk about this at another time, but I want to plant that seed in your brain. Last but not least, well, one more thing. We do have brand new websites that are for shopping only. These are not for enrollment. These are for customer shopping, and they are beautiful. I mean, I am the pickiest person because I've built websites since 2002, I think. This is beautiful. I love it. We'll tell you more about that. Have you seen the blood draw video? Have you seen the blood draw video? If you haven't, I just want to tell you there's a video that we have. We can get it to you. This graphic is the summation of the blood draw. Blood draw number 1 is day 1 of these people's journey. Number 2 is either 8 weeks in the first 2 columns or 6 months. And then the last graphic here at the bottom is after a year of using our product. And it is, you do not have to be a medical professional to see the difference here. Just take a look at this lady here and this now here a year later. You don't have to be a medical professional to know that this is sick and this is well. You can tell because these are bouncy, beautiful, happy little blood cells, and these don't look happy. So I want you to see that video. This is our checklist of what to do, as well as ideas of how to stay motivated during the day. We can get you that. Now, let's get down to business. This is the business of the business. Who is here to learn how to make $500? Does anybody want to make 500? 1,000? 5,000? Higher? 10,000. The numbers that I'm about to show you go up to 5,000. However, you can double the action to get to 10, or we can have a one-on-one and I can take you higher, but I think you might get some good information here. I know it's about you and I know it's what you want to accomplish, but I also want you to remember that we want to talk to people who are just looking for a way to pay their car payment and their groceries first, sometimes, and then we take them to the $10,000 personality. Okay, so $500 per month. We're going to presume that everybody who comes in will be enrolling people at the $750 status. The reason that is because regardless of where you came in, whether it was 100, 750, which is one of every product, or the Diamond Club membership, which is 5 of every product, most people will gravitate toward one of every box of product because that gets them one to sample, it gets them one to try out, they can experiment. The $100 status is a lot of times people who just want to try some products for themselves and dip their toe in. The $3,000 Diamond Club membership typically is professionals who want to make the top dollar, make the most money, but most people will come in the 750. On each one of these graphics, the red column will be I came in at 750 and I'm enrolling at 750. The gray column is you're in at 100 enrolling leaders enrolling 750. And the blue column is you are a Diamond Club member enrolling at the 750. This is important because this is going to give you some consistency when you're looking at these bottom numbers. Okay, beautiful. So first and foremost, I'm going to erase these drawings here. When someone gets started, the easiest way to begin in this business, according to people I've surveyed, is by getting customers. Most people, when they start buying the product, actually start out with 2 or 4 boxes of product of the dailies. $100 in sales would be 4 of our daily products at the wholesale price point. So the first goal is to get 5 customers buying 4 of those dailies. 5 customers getting 4 daily products. Now, you might say to me, I'm going to have 10 customers doing 50. Cool. You might say, I'm going to have 5 customers who are going to do our elite products and I'm going to charge them retail. That is awesome. Regardless of how it works, it's customer web sales. So this is not selling product out of your inventory. This is sending people directly to your website. By the way, I will show you the math on how I got to these numbers at the end. If you would like to stay on, you're welcome to, but you don't have to. The second thing we recommend is after you get some customers, someone is probably going to come to you and say, those products are incredible. This is amazing. Can I make money at this? And they'll probably self-enroll. But what you want to do is you want to look for somebody who also wants to do this business with you and start with 1 leader enrollment, leader being somebody who spends $750 on 1 of every box. Leader is a status. That's our status, leader status. So you're going to bring in 1 person. Then you might have started to build a team. Now, if you're brand new, you don't have a team. I totally understand that. So I want you to know that 1, 2, and 4, rows 1, 2, and 4 are the most weighted. Row number 3 is the least weighted. In fact, it has the least amount of dollar amount along with it. But when you're building a team and you're helping people build their team, you really do want to include that in your actions because you want to make sure that they're helping their team as well. The bottom row, number 5, help your team grow. So help the entire team bring in 2 people. That might be 1 person bringing in 2 people. It might be 2 people bringing in 1 person. However you look at it, when you do all of these things and you're a leader status, you're going to make $500 a month. If you're at the $100 status and do those same things, you'll make about $400. If you're a Diamond Club member, you're going to make about $600. See that? So it's not that much different, is it? I'm going to do $500 in sales. I'm going to bring 1 person in as a leader. I'm going to help 5 of my teammates place their monthly order because we don't do auto ship, we do activity orders. And I'm going to help 2 of my teammates to enroll somebody in the team as well. That's going to get you to 500. I have a question, which is, does this look like something that is doable and viable? 5 customers, 1 enrollment, help 5 people, and help 2 people to bring somebody in. Can I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Brenda says yes. Marianne? Yes? Okay. Chuck? Chuck, if you nod, I can see your forehead. Yes or no? Okay. Chuck says yes. Christopher, what are your thoughts? Linda says yes. What are your thoughts, Christopher? Is that an up or a down? Does it seem reasonable? Kinda? You're kind of, yes? Okay. All right. Excellent. And Nikki says possible. Excellent. All right. I'm glad because we're going to keep taking your temperature and getting questions answered as we go. because this is a new bit of information we're sharing here. This is not something that you missed because you were doing something else. This is like the second time it's been seen. So you guys are brand new seeing it. Now, here's the question. What if you were to enroll instead of leaders? What if you were to enroll diamond status people and help 2 people on your team enroll diamonds? Does that change the amount of money you earn? In fact, it triples it. Look at that. If instead of enrolling somebody who gets 1 of every box, you enroll somebody who gets 5 of every box, and you help 2 people on your team do the same thing, instead of making 500, you'll make 1,600 if you're a leader. If you're a diamond, you'll make 1,900. If you're a $100 promoter, you'll make $1,100. That's important because if you have somebody who is able to maybe do medical sales or sell to spas and salons, or to barbershops, or to other wellness professionals, or someone in alternative modalities or coaching, they might have people who come in only at diamonds, and that's going to be a huge difference in their earnings. Now, if you want to make $1,000 a month, that's going to be 10 website sales, 2 leader enrollments instead of 1. Okay, 2 instead of 1. 2. Helping 10 people to place their activity order. So you might not have that in the beginning. That's okay. This is not weighted to be on that. I just want you to remember as we go through that, for 500 and 1,000, you're not going to need team to make a big dent in these numbers. It's actually equally split between customer web sales, personal enrollments, and helping your team grow. That's where the equal a third, and a third comes in. Okay. 4 team enrollments, that's going to get you $1,000 if you're a leader status. If you're a $100 status, it'll get you $800, and if you're diamond, it actually gets you $1,100. What happens if we change that to bringing in diamonds instead? It takes you from making $1,000 to making $3,300. If you're a diamond status, it takes you to $3,800. If you're a $100 status promoter, it takes you to $2,800. 10 customer sales, 2 diamond enrollments of your own, help 10 people to do their activity orders, and help 4 people on your team to also bring in diamonds will generate $3,300 if you're a leader status. That's significant, right? That's significant. If you want to make $5,000 a month, this is going to take a little bit of extra time, but I want you to think about it like this. 35 customer sales. So in a 7-day period, that's 5. So it's just about 1 sale per day. Not even 1.5 sales a day, but about 1 sale a day, right? A little bit extra. It's going to be 6 leader enrollments. So that's a little bit more than one. What is that? Like 1 every 5 days, right? Every 5 days, you bring somebody new in at leader personally. And then your team, at that point, you'd have a nice, big, healthy team. And this is the first time that team activity orders actually make an impact, truthfully. Helping your team grow, helping 30 people on your team. So at that point, you're rolling, right? You're rolling and you're rolling and rolling. You're making about $5,000 a month. Diamonds are making $6,000. Promoters are making $3,500 until you change it and you turn that into diamond enrollments. If you do 6 diamond enrollments and have 30 diamond enrollments, you're going to make $16,000. If you're a diamond and you have 35 customer sales, 6 diamond enrollments, 100 team members who place their order, and 30 diamond enrollments within your team, you're going to have $18,800 generated. So these are not including all kinds of bonuses. I didn't make it so that it was you getting your bonuses on top of what your team was generating and earning. I wasn't pulling into account any additional things like that, any additional bonuses. This is strictly building in a direct way. Get some customers, enroll some people, help them to place their order, and help them to get started. That's it. You will make additional bonuses. I promise you there's a lot more bonus. We have a very bonus rich compensation plan. But if you're looking to make $10,000 to $20,000 a month with a regular routine, you start with going for 500, then 1,000, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The cool part about this compensation plan and the cool part about our product is what? This is a product that people definitely reorder. I've never been with a company where they reorder as often and specifically from me. I will tell you a little story. I'm part of a couple of groups. I'm part of 5 different groups of ladies, and they're all women. Well, that's not true. There's a couple men, very few guys, that are all in direct sales. And they sell things like cosmetics, home goods, clothing, cooking utensils. We're talking Tupperware, Mary Kay, 31 bags, purses, things like that. Okay. And cleaning products. And people go from group to group to group and buy from those people. Never loyalty. Whoever's in the group, they'll buy their mascara from this one and their dish soap from that one and the purse from, right? But with our product, they're coming back to us to buy this product, and they're going to add more products as they go. Start out with one product. If you start out by only talking about RLX for sleep, and that's it, nothing else, and use one video that we've got and nothing else, you can build with just that, because you can build customers that turn into associates that turn into customers and associates. So it spills itself out. Okay, last thing to share is, how do I get out of this guy? Oh, there it is. Okay. Last thing to share is this checklist. We created a team checklist of things to do every day. Talk to 10 new people. 2 of them are going to move forward. When you talk to 2 people that wanted to move forward, that are actively interested, and ask them questions about what they do, and do lead nurturing by sending them videos and show them the presentation and ask for the sale, people will naturally move and progress through your checklist. And over on the right side over here, we have books and videos to keep you motivated as you move through the process. Do you have to learn about the ingredients and the products? No. You have websites. Everybody has a website that's on here. It's your first name .healthydnacandy.com. I'm telling you that because all the materials that you need are already there. The videos are already there, but there might be some additional ones that you want. That's great. We've got that. But here's what I want you to bear in mind. 5 customers, 1 enrollment, help some people place their order, and then help some more people to get started. Get on that, like Tina said, yellow brick road, get on that journey, and now you're on your way and doing that same thing over and over. We do have a very straightforward script. If you haven't seen it and put it onto flashcards, I highly recommend that you do it. Goes a lot like this. Do you use supplements or vitamins? And whether they say yes or no, there's an answer. If they say yes, oh, why do you use those? If they say no, oh, why don't you use those? Okay, and it goes from there. Very straightforward script that leads them to this statement. Our company figured out how to put the DNA of fruits and vegetables, herbs and spices into a lifesaver. If I could help you, whatever they like or dislike, get over that issue, would you like to know more about it? And if they say yes, when they say yes, say, great, I will send you a video. And from there, that process begins. That's pretty much the whole story. It's pretty much that direct of a line. I want to thank you guys so much for being here with me today and with Tina. And I cannot wait to see you again. And this has been recorded so we can share with others.